Hey guys, welcome. Lucky Frog Crypto here. Today I will be looking at Very Nifty. VeryNifty.io call themselves a development shop, which is focused on experiments with NFTs. And they are planning to create many NFT related projects under this umbrella. I have interacted a little bit with them in the past few months, and well, like I said before, there are lots of interesting things going on in the NFT space, and these guys are certainly doing some cool things. So let's dive into this project for a little. So these guys have a background in working with Ethereum and smart contracts, and from my interactions with them and the way they have run the project up to now, they seem to be handling it in a very focused and professional manner, although still lighthearted at the right times. And they have been delivering new functionality at quite a good pace. So the first two main items that they have delivered are an NFT-based game and a decentralized exchange for NFTs, and I will talk more about that later on in the video. So I think this team is really in it for the long run and less interested in just pumping up the value of their project token in the short run, but they want to really build something to back it all up. That being said, there is a token, and this token is called Muse, and it has been doing decent up to now. It had a fair, albeit pretty unique launch and distribution. So let me get into that first. So the first distribution, the distribution of the Muse token was done through the first project by the Very Nifty team, and this was the Very Nifty Gallery game. People joining their Telegram could get an NFT, which could be wrapped, let's say activated, to become a kind of Tamagotchi-like pet. So a kind of pet which you had to keep alive by feeding it gems, and these gems could only be purchased using their Muse token, which is the ERC20 token. On the other hand, as long as you kept this pet alive, you could farm Muse from it every 24 hours. And then you could farm to get more of these nifty NFTs by, for example, staking your Muse or staking Muse liquidity pool tokens. Over time, the team added some sub-games and extra options to the game through which you could win, for example, rare nifties or get more Muse out of your nifties. And they also allowed for NFTs from other projects to get wrapped and used in the game as well. So at this point, so right now, the distribution of Muse through the game has ended, and the team is reworking game mechanics. So the idea will no longer be to farm Muse with your nifties. The first stretch of the game is over now. Many nifties have gone to nifty heaven in the process. I did have fun playing it, and also a bunch of stress because I almost let my nifty die a couple of times, and the longer you keep it alive, the worse that ID becomes. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what season 2 will look like, and it should launch in a couple of months. So I quickly wanted to show the game. However, keep in mind that they are planning to change some of the game mechanics. Their first season has kind of ended. So in the end, I have collected 3 nifties, 1, 2, 3, and these would generate some Muse each day, and then you could feed them. You could feed them gems to keep them alive. Different gems had different properties. You could either choose to boost your score a lot, but have to feed them the day after again, or you could just keep them alive and farm a little muse. Later on, they added some game items, which you see here, like a hammer to attack other Nifties. Then they did some other games like race and some other stuff to that gave you a chance to win new unique Nifties, which was also pretty cool. And here we see the gallery of other players. You could also harvest Nifties that died to get their points if people let their Nifties die. So yeah, also curious what other uses for these Nifties the team will come up with. I think they have more in store in the future. Alright, so like I said at the start of the video, Very Nifty are a development shop and they want to push out several NFT based products. So the game and the Muse farm was just the start. They came up with an idea that is actually pretty neat and which comes down to tokenizing NFTs on a decentralized exchange. So what does this mean? Well, you can deposit NFTs from several projects, and your NFTs being unique obviously, into a pool, and you will receive a standard amount of tokens representing let's say the base value of that NFT. And before you ask for NFTs that are more rare, the DEX will offer a way to create auctions. So you can trade those NFTs for a higher amount of tokens. But these tokens are fungible. They're actually ERC20 tokens. And as such, they can be used for all things ERC20 tokens are used for. So you can trade them, swap them, you can provide liquidity with them. And this means it opens up the opportunity for farming setups. And I'm sure other creative uses can be explored over time. So basically the problem that is being tackled here is to make NFTs from several projects more liquid and to let you put the value that is locked in these these NFTs to better use, something that DeFi in itself already did for non-NFT tokens. And traders can now speculate on the base value of an NFT project without having to pick specific NFTs, and arbitrage opportunities open up as well, which is another interesting game in itself. Like you can go find undervalued NFTs in pools, for example. So let's take a look at how this goes. We go to the NFT 20 DEX, but first, of course, we need the correct token. So I have chosen to buy one of the Doki Doki NFTs. So I need the ERC20 token that goes with it. So I'm buying this. I'm simply swapping on Uniswap here, and for 100 of these ERC20 tokens, you can pick one of the NFTs that are in the pool on the DEX and trade them in. So here we go. We managed to get some of these Doki Doki ERC20 tokens, and we will go back to the DEX and we will find the pool, the Doki Doki pool, open it, and here we will be swapping 100 tokens for one of the NFTs. So it's possible, basically any compatible NFT project can start a pool on the NFT 20, so pretty cool. In this case I'm just picking a random random NFT with a cat, and as you can see, I am trading it for 100 of the ERC20 tokens. And in this case, the transaction takes a bit longer, so we are going to swap, and then I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, and you will see that I now own the selected NFT. We can double check on the dokidoki.finance site in this case. Obviously, it also works the other way around. I could put NFTs I own into the pool and then receive back these ERC20 tokens. And that's basically the basis of it. Now let's move on to Muse. So Muse, the token, will in the future act as the DAO token for this project as well, meaning that people holding Muse will get a part of the fees generated on the platform, as well as getting a say in the future direction of the platform. Like I mentioned before, Muse has been distributed in a pretty fair way. Anyone holding on to their Nifty NFTs could farm it, and even those who missed the initial NFT giveaway could buy one of these NFTs on marketplaces like OpenSea. So to kind of recap, Very Nifty focuses on shipping NFT related products like their NFT game and the NFT 20 decks, and has been doing so at a steady pace. They are very much involved with the community. It is open to contributions from community members, and there is a nice back and forth between the devs and the members. I will put a bunch of relevant links down in the description below. I feel this project is interesting, probably for several groups of people, from a trading perspective, also from an NFT trading perspective. Also from the technology perspective, if you're interested in NFTs as a whole. NFTs have been getting a lot of attention lately. Look at Rarible, and also even on TV they're talking about NFTs. And then it's also interesting for people looking to contribute to a cool crypto project. So yeah. I think this project has a lot of promise and potential, and we're likely going to see some great stuff this year. So keep an eye on it. If you like what you're hearing, go check them out. I've said about all I wanted to say here, so rest me to thank you for taking a look at my video, and hope to see you at the next one. Have a nice day.